Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. Excuse this, but in case you don't know, there is a huge event our team is going to this weekend in Nashville, and I'm going to be one of the speakers there. So yesterday was very busy. And I got my puppy in my lap this morning. I have been practicing my speech, going over it in my head, making sure I got all my outfits together and everything that I need. So I did not get a chance to get in here yesterday and share this comp plan video. So it's currently 5 a.m. on Thursday morning, and I'm recording it now because this is one of the most important videos I think that you are going to see in this group this week. Also, want to preface this by saying that when this is your business, you can literally show up however you need to show up. You can show up at 5 a.m. in your robe, sleepy-eyed and hair a mess, and do your business, work your business for the day. So I am going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to talk all things comp plan today, and I'm so excited to share this with you. Um, a little backstory before I hit the share button. I came to Trinont in 2024. You guys know that. I came here for the comp plan. Yes, it was definitely a bonus that the supplements aligned with what I believed in: clean, natural, no junk, no dyes, no sugar, health and wellness supplementation. But I came here for the money because once I saw exactly what you're getting ready to see, I couldn't unsee it. I literally could not unsee it. And I've never seen any type of comp plan like this in this industry since I started. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on my live the other day, but also when I was in limbo trying to figure out what company I was going to go with, if any at all, there was two big companies that was kind of leading the front. And this one even outshadowed the second runner up tremendously when it came to comparing the comp plans. We'll leave it at that. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. All of our information about our comp plan can be found at www.getbasedpay.com. Okay, so if you want to review this information later, you can go there. There's some videos to make things a little bit easier for you, but we're going to dive right in and get started because I have about 15 minutes to get this done before I need to move on to something else. So, one of the ways that we earn is through commission. Okay, commission is $7 to $10 per product, which is quite a bit more than most other companies. If you're talking about being an Amazon affiliate or something like that, you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4% on the purchase, which is minimal. We earn $7 to $10 per product. There's actually an additional bonus going on right now where you can earn commission based on a sliding scale if you perform well, up to 40%. But even at bare minimum, $7 to $10 per product. Okay. We have launch bonuses where you can earn $25 to $200 for people who enroll and launch their business with a bundle. If you and I end up chatting about enrolling to be an associate and choosing a bundle, you're going to see what those bundles look like, and then it's going to make more sense about the cash back you get on those bundles. And then currently, we're actually not going to talk about Run to Jade yet. We're going to talk about the base pay spreadsheet because I think this is the thing that seals the deal for most people. Okay. So, if you've ever done any sort of business like this before, or ever even a job where you worked for commissions, you know how frustrating it can be for your pay to fluctuate so much each and every month. Okay. So, here at Trinont, we actually have, with our ranks, you can unlock for yourself monthly base pay. Okay. The very first rank right here at the top is Jade. Most people hit Jade in their first 30 days. Sometimes it takes them 2 months. Sometimes it takes people 3 months, just depending how they get started. But with my 14-day launch plan and plugging in with me or someone in this group mentoring you very closely, most people hit Jade in their first 30 days. Okay. So when you hit Jade, what you're unlocking for yourself, I want you to go over to this monthly bonus column. You're going to be earning $250 of base pay each and every month. Okay. That is baseline. That does not include your commission. That does not include a launch bonus. That does not include any of the other bonuses that we haven't even talked about yet that I'm going to be sharing next. Okay. This is just base pay right off the top. Okay. You also qualify yourself for a $350 Jeep bonus. So that's great. Now, when we talk about rank, what I want you to see here is this column that says PV. You have to maintain 100 PV for the first few of these, and then 200 PV for all of the ranks afterwards. Okay, PV stands for personal volume. Do not confuse this with the fact that you have to have 100 personal volume, as in your own personal purchases every single month in order to maintain your rank. That is not true, okay? Your customers also count towards your personal volume. So you just buy what you need each month. As your customers make their purchases for the month, you're going to see that volume start to generate. Most of us use probably 100 PV worth of product ourselves every single month. Now, in my family, we use it a lot more because I use it and Jesse uses it, and we use a whole slew of things. But I think it's important for you to know that your customers count toward this number too. So you're not going to be in this cycle of buying mass amounts of product every month that you're not going through quickly enough, okay? The next column I want you to look at is the PSA column. These are your personally sponsored associates. These are people who want to do business with you, people who want to earn income, not customers, okay? For Jade, you only need two, okay? For every rank after, all the way to the bottom, all the way to the person who makes $300,000 a month. You only need three. So this should be a breath of fresh air for a lot of you because you are not going to be constantly trying to recruit people to the business. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, organically, you're going to be recruiting people to the business because when you're earning income like this, you want to share about it and people want to know about it. But all you ever need is three, okay? So you can launch your business tomorrow. You can go grab three friends or family who want to do this business with you. And as your volume builds from now until forever, you already have everything you need basically to tap into all of these base pays. Okay. So, what I like to encourage my people to do is just take a look at this number. Some of you mentioned this. I made a post yesterday about, what do you need to make monthly? Some of you said like $500. Okay, that's Pearl. That's only our third rank. That is absolutely doable in your second or third month of business. I have had people come in and hit Pearl, skip Jade, skip Opal, and go right to Pearl in the first month. Okay, but for the most part, you're probably looking at month three or month four. But once you unlock that monthly base pay, then it's there for yourself as long as you maintain that PV, or that group volume right here. And we'll talk more about what group volume looks like in just a minute. But I encourage you to look down through here and be able to go back and tell the person who invited you to this group what's the number you need. Okay. Because it's important for us to know, like, it's important for me to know, like, hey, I've got somebody who's wanting to do business with me and she's got to replace her $6,000 a month salary because the way I mentor her is going to be much different than the way I mentor someone who says, 400 bucks a month is going to be worth it for my family. Let's start there, right? So in this last column here, you'll see that there is a Jeep bonus. For the first two ranks, it's $350. For every rank after, it's $500. We have two new Jeeps sitting in our driveway right now because of this Jeep bonus, okay? Basically, if you put a Trinont sticker on your Jeep, just like this, and it's in the qualifying years, they will pay you $350 to $500 a month to drive it around with a Trinont sticker on it, which is mind-blowing to me, right? Because it's free advertisement. I mean, I guess it's free advertisement because people are going to be like, hey, what's that sticker on your Jeep? What does Trinont mean? And then you're going to be able to say, well, actually, it's the company I work for. It does have to be in a qualifying year, so like you can't have like a 1975 Jeep Wrangler. But to get qualified is very simple. It's actually so simple. I made my husband take care of it, and he was able to take care of it all by himself. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, excuse the quick scroll, but we're going to talk about a bonus that's on the table for you in your first 30 days of enrolling. Okay, so we talked about Jade. Let me get my little whiteboard out. Bring back my teacher days. Oh, this puppy on my lap is cramping my style this morning. Okay, so, and I'm getting kind of hot in this robe. I need you to get down, buddy. All right, so what's on the table for you in your first 30 days? We have a bonus right now called the Run to Jade. So if you refer back to our income spreadsheet, Jade is your very first rank. Most people hit it in 30 days, okay? But there's an additional bonus on the table for you if you do an additional $500 bonus. Okay. I'm going to show you exactly how you get to Jade. So we have you up here at the top. Okay. I'm going to put you right here. Most people enroll with a couple of products. I usually recommend people enrolling with a builder bundle. It's our middle package. It gives you our top 5 products. The enrollment fee is waived. I just think it's a really great way to start. So most people who get started do start with that builder bundle. That's going to give you 200 volume for yourself, okay? Then you're going to go out. You're going to grab 2 friends or family who want to do this business with you, okay? We'll say 1, 2. They're going to do the same thing you did, right? You're going to be saying, "Hey, I'm starting this side hustle. I'm going to get healthy. It's time. I want you to do it with me." You're going to say, "I've got 2 top business spots open that are my money-making spots. I want you to slide into one of them." And they're going to say, "Okay, tell me what to do." And you're going to get them to do exactly what you did. So you can assume that those 2 people are going to produce 200 volume each as well. Okay. Jade equals 1,300 volume. So now you're up to 600. You're basically halfway there, okay? As soon as these people enroll, they have 30 days to do the exact same thing you're doing. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to go do the exact same thing you just did. They're going to go grab 2 friends or family because they want that extra $500 bonus. So now you're looking at 2, 4, 6, 800 more volume because they're trying to do exactly what you're doing. Does this make sense? I don't know why I just asked that, like you guys can answer me. So you can see how you're already at 1,400 volume and Jade is only 1,300. Okay. You can see how it starts to happen quickly. Now, let's say your story's a little bit different. Okay. Let's say you go grab your 2 people. All right. And one of them is like, okay, yes, I'm ready to roll. I'm going to go get my 2. Okay. So that's going to give us 400 more, 200 and 200. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to put you at 1,000. But let's say this person is like, you know what? I can't, I don't want to go. I can't make it happen that fast. Like I need to take this slow. I want to try my product first, maybe, which we already talked about in a different video why that's a bad idea. But let's just say your plan lays out a little bit differently. You still only need 300 volume left for 1,300. Well, your customers count toward that too. So all while you are helping these 2 people and these 2 people are helping 2 people, you're also going to be sharing in your stories and in your posts because remember, I'm giving you that 14-day launch plan that you're going to be running with. So you're going to be attracting some customers along the way too. And your customers count toward that volume. So you might get a customer who buys 100 volume worth of something. Okay. You might get a customer who buys 50 volume worth of something, or 2 customers who buy 50 volume worth of something. So you can see how this volume starts to add up. Give yourself a couple more customers, and you're there. You're Jay. Okay. So what's on the table for you in month 1 is Jade base pay. So we'll put Jade base, which is 350. The Jade bonus, which is 500. Plus, you're going to earn some commissions and fun money and stuff like that along the way. So we'll put extras, probably a few other bonuses, maybe around $200 worth. So in your first 30 days, you're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over $1,000. Over $1,000. Isn't that crazy? In your first 30 days. And it's literally that simple, okay? We have another bonus on the table right now called the Run to J Plus. And it is, I don't know, I should probably stop sharing my screen while I'm drawing on my whiteboard. I hope you guys could see that tiny little thing I was drawing. I'm so sorry. I didn't think to stop sharing. Okay, so the Run to J Plus means we drew this out a second ago. Here's you. Here's your 2 people. In your first 60 days, if you help these 2 people get to Jade in their first 30 days, they're going to give you an extra $1,000 for every person you do that for. Okay. So they want to hit Jade in their first 30 days because they want that $500 bonus. Okay. So it's going to happen so you're going to get your $500 bonus for getting to Jade yourself. Okay. But then you're going to get an extra $1,000 bonus every time you have a new associate get Jade in their first 30 days, as long as it happens in your first 60 days. So I don't want to go any further than that. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but there is a lot of money to be made in this business, okay? And you probably saw in our video from the ATM system the other day. Literally anybody can do this, okay? So I don't want you sitting here telling yourself, no, I can't. Let's see. I think that's about all of the comp plan that I was going to cover. There are a couple other bonuses on the table, okay? We do have, I'll share this just because if I don't, it'll come back to bite me in the hind end because someone will say, what is this bonus? I don't understand it. We do have one more bonus that I think is important to mention, and it's called the builder bonus. And this is how you accrue large bonus payouts for yourself. So in your first 90 days, if you have 6,000 volume, which you is very likely, I'm going to go ahead and let you know a little secret. Volume flows very generously on this team. Okay. I'm a very high production volume team. I'm the leader of all of the people who invited you here. Okay. So volume flows generously on our team. So if you have 6,000 volume in your first 90 days, they're going to send you a $1,000 check in addition to all the other money they sent you. How crazy is that? And it just keeps going. In your first 150 days, you're going to, if you have 1,800 volume, you're going to get a $3,000 check. It goes all the way up to day 270, which is about 9 months, where you'll get a $10,000 check. You heard that correctly. $10,000 check. Let's see. We also have bonuses, not bonuses, incentive trips. We're actually qualifying for a trip right now. I think it's important to mention that in this company, like our incentive trip, everybody starts at zero. Okay. Everybody starts with 0 points on the board towards the trip. So it's not like the top producers keep on, going on this trip. I mean, maybe they do, but maybe they don't. If they had a couple of months where they kind of took some time off their business and slacked a little bit, they might not earn enough points for the trip. When you earn an incentive trip here, it's for you and a spouse. You can earn up to the dog's chewing on an electrical cord that's not safe. You can just get the trip, the inclusive for you and your spouse. You can continue to earn and get your flights paid for. You can continue to earn and get prepaid Visa cards so that you can buy souvenirs and things like that on the trip. The opportunity is endless in this company, okay? I don't think I truly understood the income that could be made until I actually started seeing the paychecks, okay? I'm going to tell you one more thing. That's very cool, okay? So here you are. I'm going to make this a little bigger. This is you, okay? We build deep, not wide, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's say you have your 3 people, 1, 2. I'm gonna leave that blank for a second. And then you're like, man, this fourth girl just came and she's like, Amber, I saw you earning money and I want to do this with you. They actually go down, okay? So you're going to continue to build down instead of wide, which means that this volume is going to impact everybody above them, okay? I'm going to let you in on a little secret and tell you that I will train you to save your third spot for a child over the age of 18, a spouse, a significant other, a mom, somebody who can benefit from all this money that you're going to be making, okay? And so what happens is you get to continue adding volume for other people. Okay. So you can build your spouse account to earning a significant amount of volume too. And that's what I do. I'm up here and I earn a paycheck every month, but so does my husband because whenever I get extra people who are signing up, I go down and I place them under him so that his volume starts to build. Okay. I think that's everything. If you have volume questions, I'm very happy to answer them for you. If you have income questions, if all of this doesn't make sense, it's okay. If you've never done something like this before, it can be a little confusing. It can be a little overwhelming. I understand that, okay? It doesn't have to make perfect sense, but what I need you to know is there's mass amounts of money to be made in this business. And I don't want you looking at my videos and thinking, well, yeah, that's great for you, but is everybody else making that money too? Because we're going to have some women pop up throughout the rest of the week and do some lives to show you that they are too. Okay. It's not just me. I have some girls who work as hairdressers who are doing this on the side, some stay-at-home moms who are learning to earn income on the side. Yes, this is my full-time career, but there are other women who are earning money in this business too. Collectively, as a team, man, I don't know where I put that number. Um, Let me find it. I added it up, and it's even been like a month ago or so, maybe 2 months ago. Um, I can't find it. It was crazy though. Collectively as a team, we had earned like a wild amount of money. I'm gonna scroll through these right quick and just see if I can find it. Hmm. I'm not gonna be able to let it go. I gotta find it. Sit tight. I know I have it somewhere. So, I mean, you guys know I might not have invited you to this group. There may have been someone else who invited you to this group. So you, here it is. Collective. Okay, so this was done back in April. Okay, and collectively, over our first 8 months as a team, we earned over $100,000. So I'm not the only one making money in this business, okay? These other women that you're seeing in here, the other women who invited you here, they're making money too, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm so excited to continue sharing content with you all this week, especially some behind the scenes stuff from the event. Continue to invite friends and family to the group, people who you think might be interested in hearing about this too. And you guys have a fabulous, fabulous day.